Hey guys, Tito out here. Welcome back to the Time Preparedness channel. In today's video, I want to do a rebuttal on a video that I did recently. So a few weeks ago, I put out a video on why I believe that a true SHTF event would never occur. And I believe that I missed the mark. Either I missed the mark or the viewer, the commenters missed the mark. And so I wanted to do this video as a rebuttal to that video. Now, I still believe that a true end of the world apocalyptic scenario such as the road, and we'll talk about that in a minute, will never happen. What a lot of people were doing though is they were seeing the thumbnail, they were seeing the title of the video, and they were going to throw their opinions in there before they even watch the video. You see the thumbnail, you see the title, and you go throw your opinion before you even watch the video. A lot of people were doing that. Let me explain why I chose the road, and let me explain what I actually meant by a true SHTF scenario will not happen. A lot of people were saying, well, are you saying that hurricanes won't happen? Are you saying that tornadoes won't happen or that war won't happen? No, I'm not. I'm not saying that those bad things won't happen and you should not prepare for them. Those are SHTF events, absolutely. But when I think of a true SHTF event, it is a world-ending event. It is a ELE event, the end of life on Earth event. Those events is what I'm referring to. There's a reason why I picked the road as the catalyst for the video. In the movie The Road, it is some sort of nuclear apocalyptic wasteland. It doesn't really give much of a backstory, but I'm going to assume that someone attacked us, so we attacked them back. And so people drop nukes everywhere. So it doesn't show what's going on in the rest of America. It doesn't show that the Rockies are a safe zone or that the Blue Ridge Mountains are a safe zone. You can only assume what they show, and what they show is an area that is wiped out by a nuclear apocalypse. So you can only imagine and you can only assume that the rest of the United States is wiped out as well. Well, we like returning the favor. So even if we don't know our enemy, we're going to send nukes everywhere. So what I took from that movie was that a nuclear apocalypse happened throughout the world. In that movie, there are no more cattle. There are no more sheep. There are no more ducks, no more chickens, no more dogs. Humans can no longer farm because the ground is so bad that you can't grow crops. So therefore, they have to resort to cannibalism and eating each other for their food sources. That would be a true SHTF scenario. War is not a true SHTF. Famine is not a true SHTF. A hurricane is not a true SHTF. Listen, I get it. Those are bad incidences. Those are bad events. Yes. And they could wipe you off the face of the earth. Yes. But has there ever been a hurricane that has wiped out the United States? No. Has there ever been a war that has wiped out the United States? No. And yes, for those areas being bombed, for those areas being attacked, for those areas being overran, it is a bad situation. And you might say, damn, this is a SHTF event. Yes. If I survive, I'm going to be kind of more prepared for the next one. That makes total sense. So SHTF, in my opinion, is broken down by three categories. You've got personal. If your tire blows out and it's 10 degrees outside, that is a personal SHTF event. For yourself in that situation, it could lead to life or death. An area SHTF event, such as a hurricane, a tornado. Just because a hurricane hits the coastline of Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina, it doesn't matter. Doesn't mean that everyone is affected in the same way. The coastal regions might be under 10 foot of water, but then the mountainous regions, hey, they're good. It's another rainy Sunday. Then there is a true SHTF. You're talking about no more community building, no more growing gardens, no more being able to rebuild. True SHTF does not allow you to rebuild for a civilization. Yes, we are on the verge of our dollar collapsing and a market crash coming, but that doesn't mean that it is a true SHTF event. It is a bad event, and it is a SHTF event, but not a true SHTF event. You look at Venezuela. Their dollar collapsed, what, 5-10 years ago now? Yes, their money is worth absolutely, positively nothing. But yet, they haven't resulted to cannibalism. It's weird. There's still markets. They still buy, sell, and trade. They still grow crops. They still trade for food. They still do everything that a civilization would do because they still are a civilization. Now, you take the situation that they're in currently and you block out the sun. You put up ash on their ground where they can't grow crops. You throw in a virus that has a 100% death rate or a 98% death rate. Yeah, that would be a true SHTF, because you can no longer function as you once did. Now, I got asked a lot about my thoughts, my opinions on EMP in the comment section of that video. Would an EMP be a true SHTF? Depends. An EMP on the East Coast would not affect the West Coast, not on a day-to-day aspect. You might still have shortages, you might still have supply chain issues, but as far as the people on the West Coast becoming cannibalistic marauders because the people on the West Coast were attacked, I just don't see that happening. Now, if you dropped 4 or 5 EMPs, then yes, it might. It would be a higher chance than just dropping 1 EMP. Again, what do I mean by true SHTF? You're talking the end of life on Earth. You were talking about an ELE event. You were talking about a total wipeout of civilization. Guys, as a human civilization, we have gone through some crap. We've had 2 world wars. We've had multiple recessions, depressions. We've had multiple famines. We've gone through some crap. But in none of those situations have we stopped moving forward. You see, a true SHTF event, we would stop moving forward. We would stop existing. And that's what I'm talking about. That's why I picked the road, because it is one of the best depictions of that. If there is no way to grow crops, if there's no living animals that you can eat, if there is no option other than to eat your neighbors, you're not going to rebuild from that. You're not coming back from that. The only community in that movie, and that's why I picked it, was the group of marauders that stuck together. Now, once they stopped finding food, they would begin to eat each other. And so that's why I picked that movie, was because it was so dark. But it showcased what a true SHTF event looked like. Could you say that SHTF happened because a hurricane took off your roof? Yep. Could you say SHTF happened because you're getting hit with tornadoes day after day after day? Yep. But those are only affecting you in your area. West Coast has earthquakes. I don't give a damn about them. We have tornadoes. West Coast doesn't give a damn about them. So what I mean is an event that everyone is equal. Everyone gets affected equally. Everyone gets wiped out equally. A giant wave coming from East Coast all the way to the West Coast, yeah, that would kill off billions of people. It would also wipe out the farmland. It would wipe out all the animals, and the remaining survivors would have to eat each other. Hopefully, I've rebutted myself. That way it makes sense. I'm not saying that bad things won't happen. I'm not saying that hurricanes, earthquakes, volcanoes, wars, famines, global economical issues won't happen. I'm saying that an event that will wipe out human civilization won't happen. And that is what I mean when I say that a true SHTF event will never occur. Now, if you still disagree, put it down in the comment section. I'm sure I'm going to get more people that disagree and more dislikes, but it's whatever. But if I've made myself clear and I've cleared up the mud a little bit, give me a like, give me a comment. If I've made things worse, put that in the comment section. Who knows, I might have to do a third video explaining where I stand. But guys, that's all I've got for today. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope this has cleared up the mud a little bit. And yeah, hope everyone has a good day. Y'all stay safe out there. Like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. And I appreciate it. Y'all have a great day. T2 out.